I feel like this was very necessary. I mean... Hey guys, it's V, and today we are going to be doing a foundation lasting impression review for you guys. This is where I wear something throughout the entire day and we see how it wears, how it lasts, its lasting impression. You know how that goes? I know I've got a lot of new subscribers, so just wanted to explain a little bit for you guys, but basically it's kind of like a first impression wear test sort of thing. So we are going to be doing today the Revlon Colorstay Full Cover Foundation. Yeah, as soon as I saw this on Trend Mood, I went looking for it because, as everybody knows here on my channel, the Revlon Colorstay Makeup for Normal to Dry in Ivory is my favorite foundation that I've ever found, and it's not super expensive. It's from the drugstore. The color matches me perfectly, so I just had to try this. I had to try this. There was no question in my mind. I had to do it. Even though I don't do foundation reviews very often, I really wanted to test this one out for you guys. So this foundation, I purchased mine at Walgreens. It was $13.99 there. I did also see it at CVS. So I will show you guys. I saw it first at CVS, but the problem when I saw it at CVS is that they had a full display out. But in pretty much like 60% of the slots, they had sand beige and like buff. Like they didn't actually put all of the shades in the display. They had no ivory shades, they had none of the deeper shades, even though granted there's not very many deeper shades with this foundation range because Revlon isn't very good at that, unfortunately. They really need to come out with a wider shade range at the beginning of a product. There's only like 2 semi-deep shades and a lot of medium shades, which I just think is pretty ridiculous, as we all know here in the makeup community. But when I went to CVS to pick this up, I wasn't able to get ivory because they didn't have it in the display. The display was completely full, but they didn't have ivory. And you know what? I'm kind of glad because it was $14.99 at CVS and it was $13.99 at Walgreens. So this is the Walgreens display. They also did come out with a primer for this one, but Revlon primers haven't really been the best for me, so I didn't pick that one up. I just am going to try out the foundation with my favorite face primer on half of my face, and I'll just do no primer on the other half of my face so that we can really test and see how this works. So yeah, this foundation does come in 16 shades, but a lot of those shades are really just run-of-the-mill medium skin tones. They have like one pretty deep shade and then one like medium-ish deep shade, but really not very inclusive. So unfortunately that is a very big con to this foundation range, but we're just going to test this out. I'm really interested to see if the shade Ivory in this foundation is going to be the same as the Ivory in the Revlon Colorstay. So you know, we're going to test them side by side and see how that works. I mean, not on my face, because if they're the wrong color that would look crazy, but I will swatch them next to each other so that we can see. So let's go ahead and read the claims on the Revlon website. As far as the description, it says Colorstay Full Cover Foundation for a full coverage matte finish, lasts up to 24 hours. We won't be testing it that long, but we will test it for a good, I don't know, maybe 12 hours or so. Comfortable wear that moves with your skin without flaking or caking. Easy to apply and blends seamlessly. Okay. Features, it's a matte full coverage foundation that doesn't look cakey or feel heavy, lasts up to 24 hours, smooth, even complexion with built-in primer. Interesting. In a tube for easy on the go application, which is nice. As far as that goes, I'll show you guys kind of what the shade range looks like on their website there, so you can kind of see as far as where this is available. It does say CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Ulta, Walgreens, and Walmart. I haven't personally seen it. I've only seen it at CVS and Walgreens so far, but that doesn't mean that it won't be there eventually. So let's go ahead and zoom in on my face and get to applying the foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my favorite foundation primer, which is the NYX Hydra Touch Foundation Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and prime one half of my face so that we can see how this goes under my favorite primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and rub this all over this side of my face. And then I believe we are going to need to initiate Pikachu Clippy action because we do not want to get foundation in the hair like we did in some of our sponge videos. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a little dupe. What's a dupe? A little bloop. A little bit of this foundation. Let's go ahead and see how it goes. First, let's see if they have a safety seal. Yes, they do. All right, that is great. I did see in Trend Moods comments on their Instagram that people were saying that the outside packaging is lighter than the actual product on the inside, which kind of scares me because this already is like, I don't know, it doesn't really look the same to me as the Ivory and Revlon Colorstay, but we're gonna try it out and see. So let's go ahead and open this little safety seal here. It does look like it's gonna be a very thick product, so I'm just gonna take a little bit out first just so that we can swatch it against the Revlon Colorstay. So that is what it looks like. It is a very like kind of moussey thick texture. Oh man, okay, I need a bigger swatch than that. Let's see. Oh, this is already worrying me. Okay, so this is what it looks like just with the foundation. As far as the color, it actually looks like a good match for me. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of some of my Revlon Colorstay and see how the color compares. Now this one does claim to be full coverage. It's called full cover. Oh, see? We've already got a big difference with Revlon Colorstay and the ivory shade in the Revlon full cover. So okay, we're just gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna take deep breaths and we're gonna try it out. So I am going to be applying my foundation with a sponge because that is my preferred method of applying foundation. I went ahead and already wet my Flower Beauty sponge. A lot of you guys were asking me about this one in my sponge series. I got this one a couple of months ago. I do like it. It's a little bit too squishy for me at times, but it is still a great sponge. So I'm gonna use it to blend out my foundation today and we are gonna see how it works. So this does say, since it is full cover, I'm not going to start out with a ton of product and we're just going to see how it kind of works. So it is very, very moussey. As you can see, it's very, very thick. Okay, so let's go ahead and dot this on the face and just see how it goes. We'll start on the primed side, just with a good dollop all over the skin. Let's start out with that, see how that goes. Wipe the excess on my blender, as you do. Okay, let's go ahead and blend this onto the skin. Okay. I mean, it looks okay. Okay, maybe not. I don't know, I can't tell so far. Let's just keep blending. It definitely doesn't look full coverage to me at all. No, and I can definitely see it on the skin. It definitely looks makeup-y. I need some more product, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some more. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right on the sponge here. Let's go ahead and just bloop a little bit of that on there. I'm not usually a fan of foundations with this texture. It's very, very thick. I didn't say it had buildable coverage. It says full cover. So, go on the nose. It does have an interesting smell. It doesn't smell like Revlon Colorstay. Okay, so there you guys can kind of see what it's looking like on my face. I do think it gave me coverage, but it definitely looks thick. And this is on the primed side. I mean, okay, let me get up real close so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see right here. It's looking really like crispy, cakey, makeup-y. Also on the side of my nose where I have some dryness, it's really, really emphasizing that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side of my face. I'm just gonna blend it out real quickly and speed you guys up, unless there's something I need to say. Oh my god, this is really not looking good on my skin, you guys. It has kind of like a painty smell. Not the same as the Wet n Wild though. It's a little bit different. I feel like I'm using a lot of product for this to be a full coverage foundation. I don't know, I feel like I'm really having to go in with a lot. I mean, you guys remember the claims, right? It says without looking cakey or flaky, and I feel like it looks like both of those things. I feel like it looks cakey and I feel like it looks flaky. So if I'm gonna get really close so you guys can see. Obviously this is the not primed side, but I don't really feel like it looks super different on either side of my face, but I definitely can see it a lot. Like, I definitely feel like this looks very cakey and makeup-y looking. It just, I don't know. Let me look from far away at the skin color match. I feel like it sort of matches my skin. I feel like it has a little bit deeper of a texture. We'll have to see if it oxidizes. So right now it is currently 10:24. So I'm gonna go ahead and go finish doing my makeup and come back with you guys after I'm done with it and see if maybe it, I don't know, helps this to look a little bit better. Maybe we'll like set some of it. I don't know. I'm kind of worried about this one, but we're gonna try it all day long. I'm gonna try it for you guys. All right, my face is fully on now. It is currently 10:49, so wow, 25 minutes to do my makeup. Not bad, Vianna. I think I did pretty good on that. But now let me go ahead and zoom in so you guys can kind of see what the foundation is looking like with all of my other makeup on. Okay, so here is what the makeup is currently looking like. I do still feel like it looks very dry and cakey, although on my chin area here, I feel like it has a slight glow to it, which I feel like is pretty weird because this said that it was a like super matte foundation and all of that. So I'm not really sure about that. The only place that I did set with powder is my under eyes for my concealer, and after I put on all of my cheek products, I went over them with a little bit of some of the Wet n Wild powder to just tone down the color of my cheek products. So I didn't actually set my face with any cheek products. Oh my gosh, the side of my nose looks so bad right now. Oh, I'm not even gonna touch it because if I touch it, it's just gonna make it worse. But like where I had a breakout that is healing currently, like you can see there's a piece of dry skin that just came off, but like right on my like mouth area here, it's really like crackly and you can see the dryness. I don't feel like this looks good on my nose at all. You can see like every single pore on my nose. It does not look good there. I can still smell it, which is really interesting, and I do feel like the color is just slightly off for my skin color, which the Revlon Colorstay, I have never had a problem with that before. So that's currently what this one is looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. So we'll just call my check-in time around 10:30 because that's when I finished like applying the foundation to my face. So I'm just gonna check in with you guys throughout the day, probably throw in a couple of vloggy bits where I can, and yeah, we will check in. We will see how this wears since it does say it's supposed to last 24 hours. We'll find out. Hey, sweet kitty. You want me to open the balcony door for you? Come on, you wanna go? Yay, it's her favorite thing ever. Oh. Right when I start filming, you punch me in the chest. That's how you say thank you for coming home and hanging out with me. That's how you say that. Thanks for my drink here. And hello. Did you want some ice? Did you want some ice? Get it. Get your ice. Get your ice. Oh, there's another piece. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, it is currently first check-in time. It is 1:30, so it has been just about 3 hours since I first put this on my face, and I just had some lunch, so let's zoom in and see how the foundation is doing. So as I can see, it looks pretty good everywhere except my chin. Oh my gosh, what is happening on my chin? It's like little balls of product have disappeared from my chin area. Everywhere else it really doesn't look terrible. I wouldn't say it's something that like I would wear again, but it doesn't look like the worst. It's keeping its coverage. I would say it's slightly transfer proof. When I touch my face, I do get a little bit of foundation on it. Other than that, it looks decently good. It's not super oily on my nose yet. That is usually my problem area. I usually get oily on my nose area and usually the tops of my cheeks. And currently they look pretty okay for 3 hours in, but the chin is a mess. Like, what is happening down there? I have no idea. It does crease in my forehead creases. The normal Revlon Colorstay does that as well. It's hard for me to find a foundation that doesn't do that, but I just thought I would mention it so you guys can know that it will crease if you have like smile lines or something like that. I do see a tiny bit of creasing in my smile lines right here on each side. There is some creasing there from that. Other than that, I guess that's it. I also realized that I forgot to do a flash test, so I'm gonna go ahead and close my blinds here and do a quick flash and see how it looks with flash. Okay, let's see how it looks with the flash test. It kind of looks splotchy. Like, it kind of looks cakey in the flash photo test. As far as like flashback, it's not terrible. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really look great with flash, TBH. It looks really cakey. And you can see the dots on my chin. I will say though, as far as like oxidizing, I don't really feel like it oxidized anymore. I still don't really feel like it's a perfect skin match as much as the normal Revlon Colorstay is for my skin, but I wouldn't say it's gotten darker throughout the day so far as I can tell. So I'm just going to go ahead and go throughout the rest of my day, check back in with you guys in another couple of hours, and we can see how this is wearing. Hopefully, well, I mean, I don't think the chin situation is gonna get any better, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. We just got done opening Sakari's Bully Meg box for May. And there was this really cute little chilly nylon shoe that she is adoring already. Has not put it down.
Excuse me, what are you trying to get the groceries for?
She rejecting your love. Are you over it now? Now you just want love from somebody. So you bring your dad a token of appreciation with the toy. He's like, you are not finished. Keep cuddling me. Alright guys, so final check-in time. It is currently 10:41, so it has been a total 12 hours of me wearing this foundation. So as you guys can see here, maybe you can, maybe you can't see, I can definitely see this actually wore decently well. You can definitely see my nose is getting oily now. There is a little bit of some fading on my nose here, but honestly, this isn't much worse than the normal Revlon Colorstay. Like, that one doesn't wear all day long on me. I just really like it because it's the right color and it gives me good coverage. I don't know if I would use this one again just because I really don't like the moussey texture and I feel like it was kind of hard to blend. And on my skin, I just felt like it looked really cakey and makeup-y. You can definitely see my oils. I really don't have a lot of oils, but you can definitely see my oils coming through on this one. So I don't know. I think maybe if you have normal skin, this would probably be good for you, but I feel like if you have dry skin, it's going to emphasize your dryness, and I feel like if you have oily skin, your oils are going to break through throughout the day. So yeah, I hope that was helpful for you guys in determining if you would want to try the Revlon Full Cover Foundation. Yeah, and if you are the shade Ivory, it's not a horrible color match, but it's definitely not the same color as that one. So if you like this video, be sure to show some love to the like button down there, and if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family, and I love you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.